my name is Rebecca. I work at EF Gap Year, and I took a gap year myself back in the day. I wish I'd had such an awesome presentation of all my different options back when I made that decision. To introduce you to us at EF a little bit, our mission is opening the world through education. And this is something we've been doing for 55 years now, something that we think is actually more important now in the current global situation that we're facing than ever before. Thinking about our gap year program specifically, we've really created it around an educational philosophy that gives students the skills to excel in college and in life beyond that. So really developing those skills, developing those mindsets, having those experiences that will set you up for success for the rest of your life. We like to think of our program as kind of a choose your own adventure. You can really make it what you want it to be. So you're combining and customizing international travel, language study, service learning, an internship, and a leadership training opportunity. So I'm going to show you how all these pieces fit together into our different program types. And these are just a few of the many different places you can go in these different programs, over 20 different destinations, 5 different continents. So thinking about how those come together, we have a full gap year program. You can think of that as kind of like an academic year. So you have your fall semester, a winter break, and then you're back on the road again for the spring. With the gap semester, that's like your typical semester in college, starting in either the fall or the spring. And we also have short-term programs. Typically, those are focused on specific topics or specific issues that we want students to dive really in depth into. So I'm going to talk about the year and the semester first, and then we'll talk a little bit about short-term programs right at the end there. So this is the first option I want to show you all, a full 26-week EF gap year. So this is composed of 3 custom modules. Those are really the bread and butter of the programs. Each one of them is 6 weeks long, starting with your language study component, your service learning module, and an international internship. You'll see that to really round out that global perspective, we also have our European immersion right at the beginning, which is 2 weeks of really immersive travel in a few different cities in Europe, really trying to sort of understand through a local's perspective some of these great cities in Europe. And you also have in the year program an incredible 3 weeks in Australia and New Zealand, which are really about both the exploration of the incredible nature there, as well as the culture and history. So really a chance to dive deep into this special part of the world. And our gap year program ends with a leadership academy to really round out your year, help you take those next steps forward with confidence. Our gap semester is another great option, perfect for somebody wanting to spend that really deep dive, focusing on a specific issue. The Discoverer is kind of the classic gap year in Europe. The Globetrotter, I love it. You're actually on 3 different continents, really getting to see 3 really unique parts of the world. And with those, you have 2 custom modules. So that might look like language and service learning, might look like service learning and an internship. You can really sort of figure out what combination makes the most sense for you. So I just want to dive deep into each custom module in as brief of a way as I can. I love the language module. I'm a huge language nerd myself. So most of you have probably studied a language in high school, but this is really a deep dive into the language, both at one of our EF language schools and the locations at the bottom of the screen there, as well as getting to live with a homestay family, really learning about the culture from those day-to-day interactions. So a lot of fun getting to use that language in real life. Service learning, I would say, is the most transformative of our modules. Students are coming out of this module really feeling like they have the toolkit they need to go forward into their communities and really impact change in the way that they want to be creating change in the world. So we work with our local partners in a few different locations: Costa Rica, Peru, Tanzania, Thailand, the Dominican Republic. All really amazing places to sort of look at what the local community is facing, see how locals are addressing the issues, and get to work on projects with them. Just to highlight a couple, you can see an elephant rehabilitation project that we work on in Thailand. And this is a rural infrastructure project in Peru right there. And finally, the internship is the most independent part of your gap experience. You're really getting to have a deep dive into business, learning about those skills that you'll need to be successful in your professional life beyond. So just a quick peek at our short-term programs running this summer. I know I'm short on time, so I'll leave it to you to look those up, or I'm happy to answer questions about them. We also do have college credit available for all our programs. And here are our program fees, ranging anywhere from $7,500 for short-term all the way up to $34,700 for the year. We offer scholarships. We work with you on a financial plan. So, and also just note that that includes all of your airfare, all that international flight, as well as your accommodations, meals, and activities. Next steps, would love to chat with you all. Feel free to throw questions in the chat. I'm happy to set you up to learn more about our programs, and feel free to reach out to me right here at my email address, and check us out on Instagram at EF Gap Year. Thanks, everyone.